guys, I subscribed to a new channel just recently after watching another YouTuber's video. Bill at World War II model building, I think. But anyways, he had a video up showing his top 10 Hot Wheels. It was basically a challenge from Gary's Hot Wheel collection is the name of the channel. So in my last video I showed a few new Hot Wheels that I had bought. So like Bill said, it's very difficult to try and pick out your top 10, considering anybody who collects any type of Hot Wheels or anything usually has possibly into the hundreds. I don't have quite that many. But before I get into the top 10, I'll just kind of give you just a small indication of the kind of Hot Wheels that I collect. So this one here, this is a vintage, or what I would call a vintage Hot Wheel. I think it's from the 70s or 80s. I think the way you could tell, you see the type of wheels that are on there. Unfortunately, these vintage ones that I have here are not red lines. These are just some of the ones that I remember from when I was a kid. It's a Corvette. Sorry guys, I'm a bit backwards with this viewfinder on this camera. So you can see these are in played with condition. You don't find many vintage ones. You don't find many vintage ones that are still on the card or haven't been played with. So I try and collect some of the old vintage ones like that. I do of course buy some new ones. As I said in my earlier video, anytime I see a BMW or Audi, Mercedes, or anything that is Gulf livery, like this Corvette, I'll pick those up. But like I said, trying to find top 10 is pretty difficult. Another type of Hot Wheels that I buy are the Star Wars Hot Wheels, such as, and this happens to be one of my favorite ones, so this will be the first of my top 10 ones. So this is the Boba Fett Star Wars Hot Wheel. So I have quite a few of these, different ones: X-Wing Fighter, Stormtrooper, Darth Vader. So that's one of my top 10s. Another one is this Superbird. I really like the colors on this car, and I really like Superbird. So another one is this Cougar. These are all newer style Hot Wheels. And again guys, sorry for the camera work. It's trying to get used to this cameras. So that's 3. This one is not on the cards. Hot Rod. Really, the thing I like about this one is the graphics and the matte black paint. It's a really cool car there, that one. So that's 4. Here's another one. Again, newer one. Very nice colors. This is another Cougar. And these last few are movie Hot Wheels. These are all still on the card. These are new. So this is a Two-Face from Batman. It's not actually a movie car. It's just a basically, I guess, what you would call a theme car. As you can see there, two-tone, purple and white. And these last for our actual movie cars. This is the Back to the Future time machine from Back to the Future 2. As you can see, this one is in hover mode. Really, really nice. And these guys are in no particular order at all. Although I really do like this one. This is the truck from Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Really nice detail on these this movie series of Hot Wheels. This is James Bond, Toyota 2000. And finally, probably a lot of people's favorites, is Christine. Also a really nice one. So those are 10 of my favorites. I could easily do 10 more, that's for sure. Yeah, guys, anybody else out there who collects Hot Wheels, I recommend you check out Gary's channel. It's Gary's Gary's Hot Wheel Collections. And check out Bill's video as well, where he shows his top 10 Hot Wheels, and he has some very nice ones actually. Like I said, most of mine are still on the card. Part of the reason for that is I actually don't have any of my Hot Wheels displayed yet. When it comes time that I do display them, I may pull most of them off the card. Nowadays, if you had an old Hot Wheels from the 60s or 70s or 80s that was still on the card, it would be it'd have quite a bit of value to it, mostly because when we got Hot Wheels we didn't make it outside the store and it was ripped off the card and played with. But nowadays we're into more of a collector's society, I'll call it, where most people are collecting things and keeping a lot of things in the original box. And in my opinion, that basically ensures that it'll never really reach any value, because there's just so many mint on the card and in the box things around these days. So one thing that kind of drove that home to me was I went to a yard sale last summer and I bought a few Hot Wheels off this kid. He was only about 7 or 8 years old, and I bought a few Hot Wheels, and he was telling me that he had hundreds of Hot Wheels displayed in his room and not a single one of them was opened. So you got a kid that's 7 or 8 years old that's not opening his toys to play with. So that'll kind of give you an indication. So anyways, guys, I'm just rambling on here now. Anyways, like I said, check out Gary, check out Bill's video, and if you're a Hot Wheels collector yourself, pop up a video. Thanks, and hope you stay tuned for next video.